I kind of wonder what's going on with the state government so much when they can give $128 million to a developer to clean up its toxic land. The reality, they're not really going to clean up, they're going to bury it. The trouble when you bury things, it comes back up. But the reality, if they're going to give him that much money, why can't they help much of the Minnesota people who can't afford all these new rents who are going too high and too much? And what the hell is going on with this government? I mean, they're giving out big raises to their own politicians, their own people. But the reality, the normal guy, the normal mom and pops who work a crummy job and they can't hardly make their rent makes because of rents have gone too high. Some are $2,000 or $3,000 now. Some are $1,500 for one, two bedroom. It's getting ridiculous. But they're going to give money out to developers to go out to take their money and go all kind of crazy places and do all this other stuff. But the idea, they'll give him $120 million, but the deal is that he will still be able to sell the property, sell the land, or develop houses on it. It will be one day probably toxic again, because if they don't really clean it up, it will be toxic. We were out there, how dare they take our tax money and give it to the developer to go out and build things for himself, but he keeps to keep the land. Let the EPA come on and do it. They'll make him clean up his own mess. Why should we keep cleaning up every government crooked mess? There's some greasy palm things going on there. It's like when you go downtown, you go on Lake Street, you see this like Kmart right in the middle of Nickel Road. That was put there by a greasy palm. I knew back in the 70s it was a lot of people palming thing. It's just like when certain people want houses, all some of these houses was condemned. But a few weeks later, all these politicians who live around there move into them. There's a lot of greasy palm shit going on again. Politicians are milking it for all the money they can, but why the small guy gets smaller and poorer and struggle to make ends meet. No one's helping him or her or anybody. You know, if you want to help people, you take that land away from this guy, and then if you're going to pay $128 million, give it to different people from different cultures to help build new businesses and homes and all that, but clean up right. But don't go taking our money and giving it to some guy to become very wealthy. How can they talk about crookedness and they go, oh, it's to be fair, everybody comes out winning? No, they don't. We don't. I never see that money. I never will. And the sad thing, you are taking advantage of all these people out there, including me and everybody else. You keep taking this money and spending it where you want and what you want. I didn't vote for you for this stuff. It's bullshit. I think sometime you guys should be investigating soon. Thank you very much.